Hello, it's Sandra from Gracious Goodness Essentials, wanting to stop in and have a very quick chat with you all about two routes of administration that we often talk about with essential oils, but not many people fully understand why we would choose them and when. And I really wanted to clear up some of the confusion out there with it. So the two routes are when we put an essential oil onto the roof of our mouth, okay, and underneath our tongue. Both in the mouth, but both serve slightly different purposes. So firstly, we need to recognise we're talking about ingesting essential oils. So we need to make sure that whatever oil we're ingesting is 100% pure and therapeutic grade, okay, which is why I'm holding a bottle of doTERRA here. And the other thing we need to make sure of is that it's actually safe to ingest, because even if it's 100% pure and even if it's a therapeutic grade, not all essential oils are safe to be ingested. So we need to make sure that on the bottle there is a direction for internal use. That tells us that it's safe to use internally. So let's look at the routes of administration. Onto the roof of our mouth. Why would we do that, and even how would we do it? So the how part is easy. All you do is you get a drop of essential oil onto your thumb and you push it quite firmly against the roof of your mouth. So just suck your thumb and push up. And you want to hold it there for as long as you can. So why do we do this? Well, we have some nerves running through our body, obviously, and one of them is our 10th cranial nerve, our vagus nerve. And our vagus nerve is responsible for our parasympathetic stimulation. So our vagus nerve runs kind of like from our brain. It runs across the top of our mouth, down our neck, around our heart, our lungs, our belly, okay? And it's a very powerful nerve. And when we push our thumb against the roof of our mouth, we can manually stimulate it. How cool is that? We can actually, by pushing your tongue up firmly against the roof of your mouth and sustaining it for as long as you can, all right, which means leaving it there with that firm pressure, we have a chance of actually manually stimulating our parasympathetic system. So our parasympathetic is our slow down, our reset. We want to try and, it's our feed and breathe. We want to try and reduce our heart rate, reduce our breathing, promote feelings of relaxation, okay, our parasympathetic. And this is in contrast to our sympathetic fight and flight response, which is increase heart rate, increase respiration, to try and get as much oxygen as you can to your muscles to run away from whatever it is that's chasing you. We don't want that. We want to reset. We want to calm down and control, okay? And by stimulating our parasympathetic system through a manual application, okay, we can do that. The other thing is that when you apply an essential oil anywhere, the point that you apply it and it's absorbed first is the point that has the immediacy of effect, okay? If you put an essential oil on your knee, it gets absorbed into your knee and it works first there. If you put an essential oil on your belly, it gets absorbed there and your first effect you're going to feel is in your belly. Well, when we put a drop of essential oil on our thumb and push it up against the roof of our mouth, we're putting it as close as we can to our vagus nerve, okay? So we're actually promoting, depending on the oil that you choose. So frankincense, for example, is an extremely balancing, rejuvenating oil. So we want it to kind of balance our vagus nerve, okay? So by stimulating through the manual application, by that firm pressure against the roof of your mouth, you're stimulating your vagus nerve, and then we're directly applying as close as possible to the nerve an essential oil that is calming and balancing, okay? When are you going to do that? When you have feelings of stress or tension, perhaps you're feeling it in your head or your neck. Perhaps you've got those occasional anxious feelings where you just feel as though your heart is pounding and your breathing's really fast and you've got that knot in your stomach, all right? To be able to stimulate your vagus nerve could be a very helpful thing for you. And then to apply an essential oil really close to your vagus nerve so that that's its first point of action, even more beneficial. Fantastic double whammy. So when would we choose underneath our tongue and why? And how do we do it? Well, it's pretty simple. You simply open your mouth, lift your tongue up to the roof of your mouth and drop 1 or 2 drops underneath it, okay? Why do we choose that route? Well, underneath your tongue, it's highly vascular. There are lots and lots of small blood vessels, and the mucosal layer, your membrane, is really thin there. So anything that you put underneath your tongue is going to be absorbed very quickly into your circulation, okay? And when it's absorbed into your circulation, you have a high bioavailability rate, which means that a lot of it is taken to points of action. And the other thing is that it bypasses your first pass hepatic metabolism as well, so more of it kind of stays in your circulation. And it goes systemic. It goes right from your head to your toes and it's all over your body. So when do we want that route? Well, when we want an all-over effect, of course. So like if you're talking about perhaps immune support or general uplifting support, they're the ones that you want all over your body, and they're the ones that you would put underneath your tongue. So when you need to kind of calm down, reset, and control those sensations of anxiety and tension and stress, drop of essential oil on your thumb, pushed up to the roof of your mouth could be a great choice for you. If you're after a systemic all-over effect, then try underneath your tongue. There you go. Hopefully that clarifies a few things for you. Once you actually understand how your body works and how the different routes of administration can help you, it makes the whole decision-making process so much easier. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them underneath the video, and I will be more than happy to answer them for you. I'll catch you later. Bye.